Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 44 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at Orlando International Speedway for the running of the Blue Emu 500. This is it, folks. This will determine who will be in the Championship 4 next weekend at Talladega. This race will be the one that decides it all. Starting on the pole for this race, it'll be the 3 of Daniel Boyles, I should say, and the 14 Rich Roy starts alongside him on the outside. Sergio Suarez, Matt Gomes in row 2, Maxwell Smart, Salmon Oscon row 3, and Hayden Stringer and Isaiah Bernesh round out your field of drivers still in the Championship 4 and fighting to advance over into the championship spot on the line next weekend at Talladega. Take a look at the rest of the drivers in the field right here. It's the return of Avi Sachs in the 62, and he'll be running the rest of the season here in the 62. And this will be the last race, by the way, this season for Juan Rodriguez in the 13. Here we go, folks. It'll be 2 10-lap stages here on super speedways. So we're about to get the green flag for 2 10-lap stages here at Orlando, and the only track that makes right turns and not left turns. So very unique track at this oval, a very fast super speedway. Very exciting to run in back in Orlando. So glad to be back here at this track. The only one that goes right, that goes in a clockwise pattern instead of counterclockwise like you normally would see in a Cup Series race. This will be fun. Here we go to the green. Daniel Boyles leads the field. Who's gonna be the champ? Who's gonna make up the Championship 4 next weekend at Talladega? Green flag is out. Almost forgot to mention, Nathan Ormond was our winner last weekend at Homestead, holding off Championship 4 competitors. Holding off playoff competitors, I should say, to win at Homestead. So now we'll see who's going to come out on top here at Orlando. And who's going to get their spot in the Championship 4. Matt Gomes on the bottom lane, 3 wide already for the lead. Take a look at this pack racing, man. Doesn't get any better than this. Matt Gomes in the lead right now is trying to get himself in the Championship 4. All of them are trying to get in the Championship 4 with a win here tonight at Orlando. It's all or nothing here at Orlando. Decide who will win the championship. Who will be in the Championship 4. Next weekend, Talladega, the season finale. Should be a lot of fun here in season 44. It's been a pretty up and down season. Oh, they're crashing. Oh, no. Big crash. In the first stage, big crash. A lot of big names involved. Oh, my gosh. It was only a matter of time before they started to wreck one another. Albertson got off to a bad start, it appears, but it was only a matter of time before they started to wreck each other. And it looks like the 62 Avi Sachs did not get going, and that's why we didn't see him in the start of the race. Chris Leone looks like he's going to lead us to the caution, or it might be the 99 Coda Butcher. No, it's Chris Leone leading to the caution. Caution's out for Chris Leone. Caution's out for the big crash. A lot of drivers involved, and what just happened? Is there another wreck I didn't even see? Oh, there might have been another wreck. Wow, I don't know what happened there in the middle, but at least we're gonna have two stages for everybody to get back on track. I've never had this wow. That's just so weird. Coda Butcher's your leader now, with the green coming out with 4 to go. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen in the second stage. If we get that in the second stage, I'm sure that's going to really make things more interesting to run in the second stage. 4 to go in stage number 1 here, and back to the green. It looks like it's going to be Logan Nieto leading here with Daniel Voiles right behind him. Voiles made it through. He's going to pick up some big points, trying to make it to the championship 4. Rich Roy also surviving. Hayden Stringer's also made it through. Could that be the 3? Could those be the other 3 competing with Maxwell Smart of the championship 4? It's not over yet. It's far from over. 3 more laps around. Looks like Daniel Voiles led that lap. Oh no, never mind. Logan Nieto was credited for the lead of the lap. It was by inches. That bottom line has been the benefit for this track. Very unique track, though. You can see they're going in clockwise instead of a counterclockwise you would normally see on ovals. 3 laps to go. Logan Nieto leading the draft right now in the 78 car, trying to get his first career win. These Championship 4 competitors trying to stay alive for the championship. 14, 19, 5, and 3. Well, actually, on the 14 is... No, well, not the 5 is not in the Championship 4, but 5 car has not been so great so far with Kyle Gordon in the wheel. It's just not been a great season for the 5 team. They're looking to end their season with a bang, with a win. Trying to finally get that win back to the 5 car. That 5 car has just been an unlucky car so far in the PLCS. Kyle Gordon in the wheel, but he's trying to make things right. Trying to get a top 5 out of this. But it's not over yet. Race is far from over. We still got another 10 laps final stage to go through. To get through. One more lap around stage number 1 for Logan Nieto. Trying to hang on to that lead and lead us back to the field. It was a huge wreck that took out most of our competitors on the first stage, but everybody will be back for the second stage, where they finished. Rich Roy is not going to do any desperate moves. It looks like he's just going to keep his position and maybe try to stay in front as much as he can for the final stage, for the all-important final stage here at Orlando. And here comes Logan Nieto. He's going to lead us back to the end of stage 1 here at Orlando, and the final 10 lap stage is where it all matters. It all comes down to. So Logan Nieto leads the field back down. Into the start-finish line he goes, and he will lead the field back down to the green when we get to stage number 2 at Orlando. So don't go away. Second stage is coming up next. And here we go, folks, back to the green flag. Moments away from taking the green. 10-lap rate, the second 10-lap stage about to get underway, the most important stage of them all. Here we go. Every car is back on track. About to get the green flag here, and we're going to decide, and we will decide who will be in the championship 4 here at Talladega. Here we go. Pace car to pit road. About to get the green. And here we go to the green flag. Logan Nieto is going to lead us the field down to back to the green. And we're about to get underway. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Hayden Stringer's out in front right now in the draft. He has taken the lead. See if we can hold on to it. Hayden Stringer trying to make it into the championship 4, trying to join his teammate. And there's a crash on the first lap. Oh, they didn't waste any time crashing. Oh my. And Nick Salmon involved. Isaiah Bernesh with damage. Oh, Isaiah Bernesh, Maxwell Smart's in the wreck. Couple big names in that wreck. They'll go 3 wide racing back to the line. Stringer is going to lead us back to the caution. I hope they don't wreck each other under the yellow, because that would be real bad if they did. Oh boy. Oh no. 47 flips. 42 goes around. Daniel Voiles spinning. More chaos happening after the caution. Oh my goodness. What a start to this race. My goodness. Already a lot of drivers out of it. That did not take long at all. That did not take long for a lot of big names to be out of the race. Back to the green. 4 laps to go. Stringer losing the lead to Nicky Maxwell and the 10 of Matthew Buss. Matthew Buss, he was a former Daytona 500 winner. He's looking at another win here in Orlando. Here comes Rich Roy. Rich Roy trying to make it into the championship 4. They're surviving. Daniel Voiles also survived, and he will pick up the points to make the championship 4. This could be a preview of what's to come for our championship 4 competitors. It all came down to Orlando. 4 to go. There could still be a 2-lap overtime if needed, and boy, would that be a lot of fun, seeing these drivers all battle for draft and trying to make it in. Chris Leone down the bottom. Oh, they're bumper to bumper again. 3 wide. Can Leone make the pass? Can Rich Roy go down low and try to take the lead away and lock himself in the championship 4? 19 is below the apron. Wow, what a save. Wow, he just nearly spun out with 3 to go. It's still anybody's race. Rich Roy down the bottom with 3 laps remaining. Hayden Stringer as well. Can they survive and make it through? Rich Roy down low. Can he get that lead with Hayden Stringer drafting him? Mike Hill also competing to win here today. Daniel Voiles trying to make the championship 4. Think we might have already set up the championship 4 field, but you never know. 2 laps to go next time by. Daniel Voiles trying to make it through, and also Hayden Stringer and the 8-car Mike Hill in the top 5. Stringer is in the lead. 2 to go. Look at Hayden Stringer pull away. Look at how much lead he has. But is it too much? Is it too much of a lead at this late in the race? I mean, he nearly spun out like a lap earlier. Now he's in the lead by a wide margin. Rich Roy trying to help in the draft, and here he comes at the bottom. Rich Roy is trying to do everything he can to catch Hayden Stringer as we come to the white flag with 1 lap to go. If Hayden Stringer wins, he'll be tied with Daniel Voiles for the most wins this season. He won 3 of 4 races, by the way, early on as the white flag waves. His win streak began at Watkins Glen. Then he took the win at Darlington. And then at Kansas. Back-to-back races. And now he's going for his 4th win of the season. Trying to tie Daniel Voiles for the most this season. And maybe he'll be competing against Voiles for the championship. Lap car of Sergio Suarez, but and look at the 19 get through him that quickly. Oh, 14 has crashed. 14 has crashed on the last lap. Oh my gosh. Down the final turn, though, Hayden Stringer, no competition behind him. And Hayden Stringer's going to win here at Orlando in a crazy last lap finish. Rich Roy was involved in a wreck. How will this affect him in the Championship 4? About to find out. I did not see that coming. That one car really slow on that apron. Right into Rich Roy. Wrecks out the pack. Rich Roy just crawls into the start-finish line. But man, that was some added fireworks on the last lap. Rich Roy, he lost a lot of positions from there. I mean, that is just insane. He would have finished as low as 21st maybe, but still a lot of points he lost out on. Oh, wow. That just came out of nowhere on the last lap. Rich Roy wrecked out by Sergio Suarez. I don't know what was going on there. I think Sergio Suarez was trying to pull off a Hail Mary or something. Probably won't work because Suarez is, I think, a lap down, so just definitely would not work. And where did Rich Roy finish? In 20th. Lowest he can finish. Wow, he couldn't finish any worse than 20th even with that wreck, but man, he was in the top 5. Huge difference. That is just unbelievable. Last lap chaos at Orlando. I don't know what Sergio Suarez was trying to do there. I think he was trying to send up a prayer or something? I have no clue. That's just weird. But it's Hayden Stringer taking the checkered flag here at Orlando, and he has now tied Daniel Voiles for the most wins this season with 4 each. So I think this is the first season we've had 2 drivers with 4 wins each in the same season. And Hayden Stringer is going to be in the Championship 4 to face off against Maxwell Smart, his teammate. The question is, will Samad Ozkan join him? Ozkan ended up, though, 38th. So this might have a huge impact on him making it to the next round. Ozkan finished 38th. And just for reference, Daniel Voiles ended up in 11th. So Voiles might still be in the Championship 4. And we shall see what happens here as we add up all the points and see who makes the Championship 4. So it's time for the moment of truth. It's time to reveal the Championship 4 competitors for the season. Alrighty, guys, it's time to reveal the Championship 4. But before we begin, these were the standings that were before Orlando. As you can see, Maxwell Smart was the only driver to lock his Championship 4 spot with a win. He won at Martinsville. And Daniel Voiles came in 12 points above the cutoff. Isaiah Bernesh was 9 points above the cutoff. And Samad Ozkan was 1 point above the cutoff. And Sergio Suarez was 1 point below the cutoff. Matt Gomes was 4. Rich Roy 13. And Hayden Stringer was 24 points below the cutoff. So he came in as a long shot before winning in Orlando, Hayden Stringer. But he had that win, and that got him into the Championship 4 with his teammate Maxwell Smart. And now it's time to reveal who's in the Championship 4. And here it is, folks, the Championship 4 that'll be battling for the championship. Maxwell Smart, Hayden Stringer, they're in on wins, and the first driver in the Championship 4 is Daniel Voiles. Daniel Voiles, the other driver with 4 wins in the season, is in the Championship 4. He will be competing for a championship. And the last driver in the Championship 4 is Isaiah Bernesh. Finally, for the first time, I believe, in a long time, I don't know if he ever been to the Championship 4, but Isaiah Bernesh has a chance to become a champion. And he is in the 00. He'll be running for the title here in the PLCS. What a way to go out for Starcom Racing. They will have a chance at a championship in their final race ever in the PLCS. So that's just amazing. Daniel Voiles will represent RCR, and he will go for a championship with those 4 wins. And Maxwell Smart and Hayden Stringer, both teammates of Joe Gibbs, but I'm sure there will be no help for teammates for each other at all, as they're fighting against each other for the championship. So it's going to be a great one. It's going to be great to see these drivers all competing for a championship, and boy, it's going to be a lot of fun. The drivers that missed out on the championship for Sergio Suarez comes up 7 points short of making the championship 4. Matt Gomes will come up 14 points short of the championship 4. Rich Roy comes up 18 points short, and Samad Oskan comes up 21 points short of trying to repeat his championship title. So now your standings, by the way, heading to the round of 4. There you see everybody is reset, but the highest finisher of the 4 drivers will become your champion in Talladega. It's going to come down to Talladega for these championship 4 competitors battling for the title. It's Hayden Stringer, Daniel Voiles, Maxwell Smart, and Isaiah Bernesh, all for the championship. And before we go, let's take a look at all the drivers' standings as we head to the finale at Talladega and their statistics on your screen. You can pause the video at any time to find your driver on how they did so far this season. And there you see we had 18, I believe we had 21 different winners this season so far. It's a lot of different winners. 21 different winners is pretty impressive. We could end the season with 22, believe it or not, at the end of the season. So we shall see. But those are the other drivers, all the drivers in all statistics. Now O'Hara had his name spelled wrong in one of the races. That's why he appears in one race. And John Andrews, I had him appear in the 5-1 race by mistake. It's supposed to be Kyle Gordon there. So yeah, the name didn't change for whatever reason. So those are all the drivers. Giovanni Castillo, his name was wrong, and I do apologize for that. I don't know what happened there. It was a technical error, so I apologize if the 66 name was wrong. It did not affect his standing in any way, so yeah, I apologize for that. I don't know what happened there. It was a technical problem, something, but I do apologize if his name is misspelled in some events. So anyway, hope you enjoyed our race at Orlando, and our Championship 4 has now been set. So until next time, we will see you next weekend and our Championship weekend at Talladega. Until then, we'll see you later.